This week on the Anime Alchemist podcast.
The Lost Chamber.
Lost Chamber. I'm going to keep fucking forgetting it. The Chamber of Secrets. I don't want to forget, though, the Shirahoshi thing.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget the damn Celestial Dragon, and I'm glad I do.
Oh, dude is dead.
Yeah.
They did to him what Luffy did to those two guys who were spilling the red bean soup in Wano.
Who is a better first mate, Zoro or King? Okay, yeah. I don't think Shanks is a fraud. Okay, I don't think he has the built different aspect. Welcome back to the Anime Alchemist podcast. My name is Emery.
My name's Gary.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in, whether it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Maybe you guys are watching over on YouTube. Drops every Wednesday and Thursday. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Also, make sure you guys check out our Spotify. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers over there. Just a personal challenge here. Also, if you guys don't know, 10% can still get you guys. I fucked that all
A
up.
discount on your G Fuel.
Code spoiler warning. Thank you. And spoiler warning. Let's talk about some anime. I am out of practice.
And you know what it was? It threw me off too. There was no Martine.
Yeah.
After I'm Gary.
I'm so used to.
Like we recently recorded, so it's like
Fresh in the brain.
man. Yeah.
I miss you, Martine. I hope you're listening to this.
He saw you yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. The audience doesn't know that though.
True. So when this is being recorded, it is September 9th. And if you guys have not heard, I'm sure you already heard, but we do want to acknowledge the passing of an absolute GOAT and legend of all time. The late, great James Earl Jones has passed.
The voice of many.
Mm-hmm. Commonly known for Mufasa from Lion King, Darth Vader from Star Wars, which, like, those two really jacked me up when I was thinking about them.
Yeah.
We are that generation that watched Lion King in the theaters, okay? So if you watched it on VHS, you're not the same, okay?
We got it on VHS after the theater. Like 6-7 years later when it finally came out. Bro, shit was so slow back then.
It was so slow to get fucking things at home, huh? Now I know I'm like not old enough to appreciate the original Star Wars like the original fans when James Earl Jones was Darth Vader. But my dad raised my ass on the VHS tapes of Star Wars before they had any kind of extra cuts, and they changed the damn Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker at the end. I watched that shit as it was filmed for the theater, okay? I and like now thinking back on it, I'm just like, damn, that was like a really like nice moment I had with my dad from a childhood, and like, fuck, the absolute legend from it is dead. Mom was also bitching at me about somebody else that he wasn't. I can't remember off the top of my head. He did a lot of voice acting.
I know he did. Too many. Like I can't even think of all of the roles he's played.
It is a ridiculous list. But
rest in peace.
Yep. Let us know like what I guess your guys' favorite James Earl Jones performances. What's yours? Is it Mufasa or is it Darth Vader?
probably say Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Especially because he like did voices and stuff. I'm pretty sure he did the voices for the video games too. So.
And I mean, he did stuff all the way up until like the Kenobi project.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that like Kenobi was like the last time he ever recorded for Darth Vader. The good news is like there's enough audio out there that they can just keep using it forever. Thanks, AI.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to cope, okay? Terrible jokes.
If they're gonna AI anybody's voice, they gotta hammer down
Mark Hamill?
No, what's his name? He was God.
Are you talking about Godcat?
No. no, like you remember Bruce Almighty?
Oh, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, thank you.
Gotcha. Yes.
Yeah, they gotta AI his voice.
You're not wrong. No. Absolutely, I agree.
Y'all, they gotta work on that. That
Um,
man goes. Documentaries are fucked.
so true. Now, to move towards like some anime-related things. Again, massive spoiler warning. We watched the recent episode of One Piece, episode 1118. So hard to have to say all that.
You should just say 118. At this point, we know the 1,000 is there. We don't need to say it.
1118.
I mean, that works.
Okay. I can work with that one.
That feels easier.
Yeah. And so people don't get confused, like you're caught up and you're on 118.
Huh? No, that's fair.
Oh, I don't know where to start with that episode. It was.
I don't.
Do you want to cover the, I guess, lighter stuff that happened?
Morley hugged, Kuma and pulled him in the ground, and Karasu took the keys, and Sabo and Bonnie met, and they allied themselves, and then she decided to go to Egghead, and he said he was going the other way, and
oh yeah, because there was a hidden chamber, or what was it called?
the Lost Chamber.
A lost chamber.
Yeah, and then apparently they're short on guards because a bunch of them died because they saw the Lost Chamber.
Oh.
So like they saw the Lost Chamber, so they were executed.
Okay.
And then this guy's talking about it. That's why the other dude was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up, dude! Like you do not be talking about this."
I did not hear you say
You're in
that.
danger.
I was not on shift with him.
Yeah, facts.
I was in the East Wing by the Sacred Chamber. It's like, no.
Huh? By what? Oh my god. The Lost Chamber.
Lost Chamber. I'm gonna keep fucking forgetting it. The Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, I knew that's why you kept saying chamber.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Well, yeah, in the Lost Chamber.
I always forget. Oh, I'm glad. I
I'm
always
pretty sure that was like Emu's room.
the butterfly room or whatever.
Yeah. Like that was the spot that we saw her stabbing the pictures, and they like stabbed Vivi's picture. I'm pretty sure.
Is that the same room where they alt deleted that island?
I think so, which is crazy because they were just in that room. Like the range on that shit.
You brought up something earlier that like maybe it wasn't them.
Yeah. See, maybe it was one of the
Gorsei,
thank you.
or it could have been like the collective, and they just went and fucking annihilated it.
I mean, maybe. I mean, the Gorosei seem more that like they're like, okay, no, like the world government is our little tool, so let's use our marine soldiers. You know, like, I mean, now one's coming in to deal with Luffy, but I'm also pretty sure that's just because they know what his fruit is, and they're scared, and they're like, we should put him down while we can.
Yeah. I don't want to forget though the Shirahoshi thing.
Oh yeah.
I always forget the damn celestial dragon, and I'm glad I do.
Oh, dude is dead.
Yeah.
They did to him what Luffy did to those two guys who were spilling the red bean soup in Wano.
Oh yeah.
We were like, that guy. No, I think it was just one. Maybe it was two. I think it was just one. We were like, that guy's dead. Like that guy's gotta be dead.
There ain't no getting up from that.
They were saying the same shit about Charlo. It's like, no, that guy's. Yeah, I think he's dead.
He might finally be dead.
This must be murder. This has to be murder.
And I like that they were just like, we're pirate. Like, they're pirates. They're not
only pirates, they're part of Luffy's Grand Fleet.
Luffy did punch a celestial dragon in the face, and they're allied with the guy who did that. And they are there. Do you really expect them not to do it?
Yeah, so like Luffy's whole Grand Fleet is like public, right? And the different pirates that are a part of it, how they just casually let them into Marisha? Really? Huh. They got that much pull?
Well, what's her face is there too? The one I hate.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why they got pulled.
Oh, because of her?
Yeah.
Not because of Vivi?
I mean, think about it, like from what we kind of learned, like Vivi got pulled because she's from Alabasta, and apparently that's a important bloodline.
Well, her bloodline is. Her actual bloodline is. Like the celestial dragons left their countries.
Yeah.
800 years ago?
So basically, they're celestial dragons.
I mean, if like, so think like Doflamingo's dad. He was like, fuck this, like I'm gonna go live with the people. Right? And he goes out there and say he actually lived successfully, and like Doflamingo and Rosinante had kids, and like their kids had kids, and their kids had kids, and their kids had kids. Like way down the line, okay, that would be essentially Vivi. Right, so it's just a bloodline thing.
Okay.
Right, like only I feel like that status only comes for the ones who actually like moved up there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right? The only reason why her name was left behind is because one decided to stay, Nefertari Lily.
And it was out of what, 20?
Yeah, 20.
So
and there's 19 swords.
19 went and became celestial dragons.
Yes.
That explains why they look so deformed. They're a whole bunch of incest babies. 800 years of only 19 families? I'm just saying. Yeah. After a while, a couple brother cousins.
brother, cousin, brother.
You gotta keep the bloodline pure. I'm sorry. Like, I know it sounds awful, but like that is kind of a fact. And like, I mean, let's be honest. Would we put it past them? Nope.
I mean,
so okay,
isn't Sasuke kind of the same?
Oh yeah, totally is.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's
God.
an incest child, and the Sharingan's just a mutation, a genetic mutation.
Oh, that's why they're so angry.
The Hyugas are incest too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they have veiny faces.
That's why their eyes are like that. I'm just kidding.
That's why
I know why their eyes are like that, guys. Huh?
Milk.
And milk?
Their eyes are milky.
Oh yeah.
They look
That took a
blind.
turn for the worst. I'm sorry. Like, oh, so okay, I guess we're kind of like dipping into that conversation Cobra had with the Gorosei.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, he just asked. Like, what's the D?
And they were like,
They're
nah.
Get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of my face. He's like, no, I'm gonna ask one more time. What's the D? And they were like, we told you. Leave.
And then you just hear footsteps.
Yeah.
And Cobra saw something that nobody's supposed to see. Somebody sitting on the throne.
Not only did
The
Emu
empty
walk
throne.
out, but
Mhm.
Emu sat on the throne.
Mhm.
That's why King Cobra's dead.
Yep.
Like, we already know the outcome. He was gonna die. Like, we knew that going into this. So
Now
when
we
I
know
heard
why.
the footsteps, I was like, oh, fuck. That's why. Oh, he got played.
He knows too much.
Emu walked out and was like, nah, I'm gonna get this guy killed.
See,
I'm gonna walk in the room and make this guy be executed.
I'm pretty sure, like, cause like you see that like Emu's like listening in on the conversation, and I'm pretty sure that the moment they heard like, well, Nefertari Lily left us this letter, and it's been passed down from Alabasta, like royalty, they were like, say what? And just dipped out the fucking, what's it called? Lost
Emu?
chamber.
Emu.
Yeah, Emu
Lost chamber.
dipped out the lost chamber. I remembered it. Dipped it like the moment Emu heard Cobra say they had that letter. That's when they were like, he knows too much.
Which is
we are
crazy.
gonna solidify this.
Like when you really think about it, 800 years ago, this is some shit that should have never been able to get through. This is 800 years, right? They're gonna cover something up, right? 20 countries, whatever.
Mhm.
Celestial dragons. That was never supposed to happen. One of them going back and like passing a letter down
Mhm.
with information.
Like
800 years down? Like, that's crazy. How has the paper not disintegrated?
well, we don't. It could have been written in stone.
It was a poneglyph.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean, but that's a Kazuki thing, but it's got to come from somewhere.
I wonder if they were a part of the original.
And then they closed their border, and then like, maybe one of them was like, "Nah, like we don't
think
want
about
a
it.
part of this," and then close their borders.
Think about it. It's like
They do have an ancient weapon.
imagine being a civilization and your monarch's just like, deuces, you guys figure it out. Like somebody's got to take it up and like,
And somebody else comes in, some random person. It's like, that guy's in charge now.
yeah,
Who the fuck is this guy?
like okay, like Lily never came back, so her brother took it up.
Oh, that's a fair point.
But
See,
like
she
they
never came back.
left.
She never came back, but she didn't ascend
Mm-hmm.
and the name got passed on, and so did the letter.
I'm pretty sure like she probably wrote that letter, and it was like, if I don't come back, read that. I mean, that's what I would do.
At the end, it being like Lily.
Yeah, and
that was a creepy voice. It sounded like it's wearing a mask.
I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, so apparently, a lot of the One Piece community has been waiting for that line in hopes that it would reveal a gender.
And then they gave it the filter.
Yep.
Is making it sound like a goddamn ghost from Phasmophobia.
Now, you want me to blow your mind a little bit more?
That was a woman's hand. That was a female hand.
No.
That was a female hand or emu bitch made.
If you go to the credits, the voice actor's name is question marks.
What?
Yeah. So you don't even know if it's a male or female who just said that line.
Yo.
Uh-huh. And you know what the new conspiracy theory is? It's Oda.
and he's in.
He's
no,
emu.
he can't David himself.
Yeah. It's so funny. Okay, I'm dead serious. The credit thing, that is 100% true.
Well, that's crazy. Also, I remember you showing me a picture earlier, something about Fishman Island.
Oh, it's some crazy theory that like there was a statue in an old ass arc where like the way that like they're positioned and shaped, they're just like, if you take it and move it like into the shape of emu, that is emu. I don't know if it was a fishman, but yeah, it was.
I think it's hilarious if Oda makes a decision to have emu be a fishman. It's like, yeah, my people are gonna live under the sea where there's no light, where they belong.
I mean, huh?
I mean, I they definitely didn't.
I don't think
that seemed like that was a thing at all. I just think it would be a hilarious choice because who the fuck just lets their people? You know what I mean?
Do you think? I don't know if this is confirmed, and I might have forgotten this. Was Fishman Island always on the bottom?
I don't know.
Atlantis is sank, I think.
Right? Because like, how else does a giant boat get to the bottom? Nobody tell me coding, okay? Eat shit. There ain't no way that's been there around that long.
I mean, it was down there, so.
Right? Like, hear me out. What if fishmen were like meant to, or like were originally like up on sea level with everybody else? They were just like a more advanced version of.
What if fishmen were just the normal humans? They were the Native Americans.
Could have been
of the earth.
They could
the people, all the moon people came down and were like, go in your hole,
go deep down. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, you know that. You're onto something there. I got it. Moon people came down. Okay.
We sound so crazy.
I know we do. I know we do. Okay. I'm gonna make this make so much sense. Okay. Civilization came down from the moon, from the moons, onto the One Piece world. Some settled in the clouds. Some settled onto like land formations, and those families established like their own monarchies. Whether there was people there or not, they came down from the heavens. They're like gods, like Targaryens. And it's those those established people that came down from the heavens that like ended up creating that big old race war later on.
It also would make sense that fishmen are like indigenous to the One Piece world, is like the regular inhabitants, because look at how much water there
Yes,
is.
yeah. That makes so much fucking sense.
And they're extremely like versatile and durable, right? Like throw them pretty much in any environment, and like, well, not any environment, but like throw them on an island, and I'm sure they could survive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've seen Jinbei survive in all kinds of different situations.
Even outside of water.
I think before we get into that that Max thing, we should get into a couple Sarah or Bunny Lord questions. Sorry, is that what we're calling them? So the great and powerful Bunny Lord, she who controls the podcast, had some questions for us today, and we want to get y'all's opinion while we give our opinion.
We swear we're okay. We don't need help.
No gun is being pointed at us. There is not a teleprompter telling me to say everything. Oh. Oh, wow. I really like that last one. Okay. I want to start with the easy one. Who is a better first mate, Zoro or King? Okay, yeah.
Now, I know you love Zoro. We all know this, blah, blah, blah. But, like, genuinely, like, what King has shown really loyal qualities of how much he, like, believed in Kaido to that extent. In my opinion, yes, Zoro's, like, the second main character or whatever, but on the, like, the idea of King, come on.
Bro, think about King's story, too. Like, he's just this fucking poor kid in this laboratory with a few left of his people, and a guy busts in with the straw hat, which is crazy. Busts in with a straw hat and is like, come with me, I'm Joy Boy. And you're like, the fuck? Okay. And like, if he knew who that is, because he's a Sky people,
yeah,
it would make sense for him to be like fiercely loyal, thinking like, oh, like this is the second coming of Jesus.
Yeah, no, I mean that actually makes a lot of sense.
And doesn't it make King more loyal than Zoro? Because King didn't have any extra dreams. His dream was just to make sure Kaido became king of the pirates and Joy Boy or whatever. Zoro has his own goals and dreams.
God, what a fucking like white bread.
See, but that's what makes Zoro so great.
I didn't say he wasn't great. I'm
No, I'm sorry. This is what makes Zoro better.
King lost
First of
because
all,
he didn't have his own aims. He didn't have his own goals to make himself stronger. He was just, oh, I'll fight whenever Kaido wants me to fight for him.
I'm just here to make sure Kaido stays on top.
But Zoro will cut down Luffy if he gets in his way. He has told him that.
That's the difference. That's real loyalty.
willing to chop down your own captain.
If you get out of the way, if you get out of hand or like compromise what like the like status quo, yeah.
But what if Luffy has to do something to become Pirate King and Zoro wants to cut him down?
I mean, no. See, there's a difference because Luffy had to go up on that roof to become Pirate King. And Zoro was up there and he fucking tanked. He tanked that divine conquest for them.
You're about to say divine departure.
It was conquest.
Conquest of the sea.
Yeah.
Conquest of the sea.
Yeah.
He tanked that conquest of the sea.
That was a
I'm just like he was up there.
So Zoro is the better first mate because he actually has like a little bit more aspirations and goals.
Yeah. Separate from his captains.
Oh, I wonder. Wait, hold on. But like, let's take a step back. All right, we're thinking
I'm
too much.
thinking too
We're thinking
military.
too much about the fight.
Oh,
Zoro does is sleep and maybe sometimes look out. I bet you King runs errands. I bet you he probably cooks. I bet you he cleans. He keeps like the military trained and in line.
You guys gonna make me have to bring in the heat, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He dresses in a full leather outfit like Deadpool.
Fuck. Okay, valid point. Okay, but hear me out.
That was the only big gun I had.
Are we gonna? Let's not forget the amount of pride Zoro had to swallow to become stronger. For
Yeah, and
his
he did
captain.
do that for his captain. That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm. He bowed his head to his ultimate enemy,
To his biggest rival.
his biggest rival. Yeah, and was like, "Train me."
That's like Vegeta doing that to Goku.
Yeah.
He like, please train me for this, for the sake of Bulma.
That's a
Okay.
really good way of putting it.
See, I do like that you brought that up. You're right. That, because when we're thinking just like first mates on a sense of like being men and stuff,
Mhm.
yeah, giving up your pride and ego to like help someone else, not just protecting yourself. That's really good loyalty. You're right. That's really good. Yeah.
I want you to know, I had that topic in the beginning of my head when this conversation started.
I love that we talked about other things and not the nothing happened moment, just to be like, oh, the loyalty, nothing happened. Like, oh my God, what a basic
Wait,
opinion.
so you don't think King would bow down to someone to protect Kaido? I'm just curious.
I
Nah.
mean, in a pussy way, probably.
Oh. Yeah, Zoro was really respectful about it, in my opinion, when he was asking me.
No. I mean, like you know
No, I
how
know King,
how the
like,
kid pirates did after Shanks' divine departure, their captain, and they were like, please
They were.
don't do this to us. Even though before they were being shitty, you know.
Now-
Like they were laughing. They were laughing at I forget whose crew. I forget who they were laughing at.
mhm.
Maybe even the samurai. Maybe it was the samurai.
I think it was when they were in their little boat.
Yeah, and Wano, like, oh, you know, y'all are crying. You're begging for mercy. That's pathetic. And then they did it.
Hmm.
It was good to see.
Nobody likes kid pirates.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
hold on. I also have...
They have two named characters.
Who, the Kid Pirates?
Yeah.
I know the other ones. One's named Heat. The other one's name is
Okay, I can see why
Hold on.
he's easy to remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have three named characters.
I just went blank what the other one was.
I have another selling point on this Zoro King thing.
What?
Okay? You know what makes Zoro better?
What?
He won.
Yeah, because he has
The better first mate wins.
Oh, you know what else makes him better?
he has plot armor.
His captain.
Oh.
His captain.
Yeah, they both have plot armor.
No, Zoro does not have plot armor. If Zoro had plot armor, you would not see him lifting constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's months that pass in between, like, when they get from one island to the other. So,
Mhm.
like, yeah, okay, he might have been a certain amount of strong at one point when they left, but now he's even stronger.
Like he's had Emma for a bit now. So he
Yeah.
probably doing some things with it.
Bro, Vegapunk just needs to give him a gravity chamber.
Yes.
Dude, that'd be so cool.
Turn the crow nest into a gravity. Oh.
And then just show Luffy on the ground like squished, like, whoa. That'd be so good.
Oh man, you get Usopp to have like a fucking Yamcha moment where he's like, I could do it. Watch. Beep. Stop it. I got this.
Has to relearn how to walk. That'd be funny. All of Elbaf, he's in a wheelchair, so they're like, oh, You're a warrior of the sea. Oh, it'd be so good. It's like he achieves his dream, but he's never really recognized for it.
That's fucked up. Okay, we got another Bunny Lord question. Is Shanks stronger than Roger currently? So I guess like Roger Prime in current Shanks?
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think Shanks would be able to tank a galaxy impact like it was nothing?
Galaxy impact?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Roger scales to
To
Garp and above
Yeah.
because he's Garp, the hero, and he fought with Roger.
He's the only like one of the only two people that Roger acknowledges. So I mean that's a valid point. And like think about it, that's not even like a prime Garp galaxy impact.
He even said like, "Fuck, I'm rusty." Like that. I could have done better than that. Like he was beating himself up afterwards.
So you think Shanks is a fraud?
I don't think Shanks is a fraud. Okay, I don't think he has the built different aspect. Okay, there are beings in One Piece that just have a
He
built
glass
different.
cannon? Is that what you mean? Like
Shanks?
he a little bit of glass cannon-y?
I mean, yeah, took the arm, took it like it was nothing.
He totally took the arm take his arm. He could have used hockey to
Yeah,
protect
and
it.
guess what? Roger wouldn't have let that happen.
So you're saying Roger wouldn't care about a child about to drown?
No, I'm
he
saying
would've-
Roger would have been strong enough to not let that have happened.
I thought we always used the thing where Shanks bet on the next generation. That's why he did it, to encourage Luffy. It wasn't because he couldn't do it. He just was betting on
That's
it.
only if he really truly knew what that fruit was and like what.
He 100%
what it
knew what
could
it was.
become.
Why do you think he like went out of his way to find it? And he didn't let Uta eat it. So come on. He knew what it was.
Uta couldn't eat it because she had the Sing Sing fruit.
Oh.
Okay, also think about this is also how I'm helping like scale it. Okay. Odin was ridiculously strong. Okay. Roger one-shot him. Okay.
Like think how strong Kaido is, and like Odin was like a monster to Kaido, right? And Roger one shot him.
Okay. Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard, right?
Yeah, Whitebeard.
Okay. As menacing as they are, there was a pirate that was even more terrifying. And it took Garp and Roger to take down those four, plus whatever fucking gaggle of other fucking crew members they had in that shit.
Stussy was there.
Stussy. I don't know if there's any other. Oh,
we saw how
Grandma
strong she is.
Nyoin.
huh?
Grandma Nyoin.
Everyone annoying?
Nyoin.
Oh.
Lily, the ex.
She was there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I bet you she was bad back
Mm.
then. Damn.
Is it Chiffon?
I think
Big
so.
Mom Chef?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't Shiki there?
I don't know that's
Cheeky the lion. I
been
don't
confirmed.
know.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, but let me say this.
Okay, but all these big hitters and Garp and Roger.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, but isn't Shanks supposed to go up against Blackbeard again? I mean, Blackbeard's like endgame. Emo and Blackbeard, I feel like, are endgame for Luffy. So Shanks goes up against Blackbeard, and it's like, so you think Blackbeard's instantly gonna tank Shanks?
Here's I guess the bigger thing, and like this is where like Luffy has really changed the status quo.
bigger punch.
No. Like, so all these like previous historical fights, like God Valley, you know, Roger and the Roger Pirates and the Whitebeard Pirates clash on random fucking island, yada yada yada. Those were days occurrences. Like, they were like borderline little fucking wars. Luffy runs people's shit in a couple weeks, sometimes a day. Like,
I mean, especially if all it takes is a little planning.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
If they like stop and have time to plan, it's a day. It's a day tops. Like, they went into Totland, got in real quick. And the only reason why they were there for longer than 10 days is because he had to fight Cracker.
yes, Cracker was the like.
That's like Luffy. One of Luffy's longest fights is Cracker, because he straight up fought him for 10 days.
But then Katakuri, that was like what, a couple hours?
A couple hours, yeah.
Doflamingo was an hour maybe.
Man, you know what's crazy? Didn't Ace and Jinbei fight for like 5 days straight or something like that? I would have loved to see that fight.
The only reason Wano is technically as long as it was because it was slightly supposed to be covert, and like they were supposed to, like, it was a raid, like they were supposed to keep the raid secret, so like
they had to amass enough people to rebel against Kaido for them to be able to do the raid.
Okay, that's the big difference. It wasn't just the Straw Hats rolling in Luffy like, I'm the rubber man, fuck y'all. No. This was like, all right, you guys got the army, bet I'm gonna take on the big ass flying snake.
Well, I mean, it was kind of similar in Whole Cake.
Yeah.
Because they had objectives. It's like, all right, our plot to assassinate Big Mom.
That's right, there was an agenda. I forgot about that. Oh my god, that failed miserably.
I mean, in the end, not really.
Sanji didn't die.
No, well, oh man, you know what the best part about all that is? Kid's dead. Law clinging on. Luffy kicking it, you know. But like, they're the ones who took down those Yonko. Man, that sucks. They didn't even get no credit.
No.
They took down Big Mom. And
Big Mom
Buggy got the role. And then they turned around and got taken out by actual Yonko.
Yeah.
You heard how like they say that as soon as they disbanded their like alliance with Luffy, their luck ran out.
Yeah.
So they were only lucky because of Luffy.
Kid never truly had an alliance with Luffy.
That's why his luck was shit throughout fucking Wano.
That's why Law probably had better shots, in my opinion. Like he actually formed a real alliance with Luffy, so he got stronger. His devil fruit got stronger. Blah 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 blah.
Like, imagine how dumb you gotta feel whenever you roll up to a battlefield and you're like, yeah, I'm the magnet guy. I got giant metal weapons. You guys throw lightning? Oh, that hurts.
Oh yeah, Law can do kind of that too. Yeah,
Well, no, I'm saying like Big Mom had fucking
oh, you're right.
Zeus.
You're right. Yeah.
And then Kaido just, whatever the fuck Kaido is. His dragon power is like they had a bunch of lightning manipulation. Like, do you know how, like, I personally, if it was me, I would feel stupid if I rolled up and I was like, these are my giant metal gauntlets.
Oh,
that is a lot of fucking lightning.
right, lightning or metal conductor.
Yeah.
Okay, shit, I forgot about that part.
And you're not Luffy. You can't like grab lightning and fucking
just be completely impervious to it. Like, fire turned out to be like the one thing that was low-key able to fuck them all up. Kinda. Luffy with his broken ass shit.
He just got a little charred. Just had to shake it off.
Okay.
So Shanks is clearly not stronger than Roger.
No.
Womp.
What captain can lead another's crew decently? Okay, here's the thing. We don't know enough about the other crews to know whether or not they would submit to Luffy's will.
Not just Luffy and like thinking about it that way, but you can also think about it like how.
Nah. Fuck the bullshit. Law and Luffy's, they worked together too long. Swap that shit. Law's crew already saved Luffy once. And then they listened to him when he was like, bring me all your fucking food right now. And they're like, but we're like under the ocean. Like we need preserves. And he's like, I don't care. Bring them. And they did. So I think Laws, and I think vice versa, put Law on Luffy's crew.
I can see
or
it
in
work.
charge of Luffy's crew. It would work to an extent, but like, Zoro might not listen. But Zoro kind of do what he want anyways.
Do you think Law could run anyone's crew because he has that like logical tactician and like?
No, it's 100% only because they have rapport. Like Chopper would be like.
So you don't think Law could run anyone's crew? Like say like the Whitebeard pirates, you don't think Law could handle them?
Hell no.
But I could
The
see...
Whitebeard pirates?
I said run, like lead their crews decently. I'm not saying like
Law?
like yeah, I'm not saying like they would end up like following him. No, but I'm saying like do you think Law could like direct them enough?
Bro, he got like 10 crew members.
Law has 20.
20 crew members.
You don't think he's a tactician enough to like be able to like handle that many people?
Oh, I'm sorry. He got 2 crew members now, himself and Beppo. Sorry.
Oh man, that was. Oh, I had to hold that one in, dude. Oh. Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious.
Someone's mad.
Yeah, someone's mad.
So you don't think Buggy could run Luffy's crew?
I think that they would think Buggy is a joke, and they would treat him like such.
Isn't that what Luffy is?
I mean, no, but think about Luffy's crew. Don't really listen to anybody but Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, did he do it? They don't listen to him.
Okay, do you think Whitebeard could run Luffy's crew?
Yes.
Boom. Why? Elaborate.
That is a...
Old man, need
Yeah.
daddy.
That's
Mhm.
my daddy.
They all need a daddy.
And he'd be like, I'm your daddy. He'd literally be like, I'm your dad. All of them have daddy issues,
They
yes.
all have daddy issues.
was-
Zoro
he was-
doesn't even know his dad. Sanji, don't even need to explain anymore. Nami doesn't even know her original parents. Robin, we don't even know who her dad is. Chopper, his dad died. Frankie was abandoned. Brooke, we don't even know. Jinbei, I assume, was abandoned. Who am I forgetting?
Usopp? Abandoned.
I don't need to say anymore.
Yeah, no.
So basically, Whitebeard could like just be like daddy to all of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Do you think they would
100%.
respect him?
Yeah,
said,
absolutely.
Hush, I am your papa.
Just like,
Like-
how Deadpool did?
He's not a like bad guy by any means. Like Whitebeard, like after the Rock Pirates, is a good guy, and he's strong and can back it up. Like, yeah, like I think they'd follow him blindly.
So do you think Shanks could run Luffy's crew?
Maybe.
Because I feel like Shanks had enough of his like goofy, like energetic, like laid back self enough to run the crew. But I think when he gets a little too strict, I think Zoro might be like, nah, bro, chill. You don't think so?
I could. I could totally see it working.
Shanks running Luffy's crew?
Yeah,
Why?
because like Luffy kind of like models his idea of what a pirate is based off of Shanks.
You're right.
So,
Just like how Luffy went all real pirate on Usopp when they first met.
like, if anything, like they're just getting like a 1.0 kind of version of Luffy. Just my idea. I also believe Roger could probably run them.
Shanks is nothing like Luffy. He had an option to keep going, and he decided to stop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Even Buggy was like, what the fuck?
But Luffy doesn't know that.
I'm done.
I'm just saying, like, the surface level of, like, what Shanks showed Luffy of what it means to be a pirate, like that's his pirate way.
My Nindo. My pirate way. Oh my god.
Do you think Kid?
I'll eat all the food and rescue your country. It's my pirate way.
I'm gonna need that clipped, and I'm gonna have that running back and forth.
That's awesome.
No, but do you think Kid could run Buggy's crew?
Yeah.
He's too cruel.
Ooh.
They're they need somebody charismatic.
You don't think Kid could be like, follow me?
No,
fool."
no, hell no, no. These are prisoners from level 5 of Impel Down.
I thought it was all throughout the levels.
I mean, it is.
I mean, but the first level that he released was level 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are some of the scariest prisoners in the world. And he got basically a ton of them to join his crew after Blackbeard had his pick of the litter. So he's got really powerful, scary people on his crew, and the only reason why they follow and respect him is because he was on the same crew as Roger and Shanks.
Oh.
They're not gonna listen to Kid. His name is Kid.
Ha.
They're gonna be like, gonna take the bus because you're a kid.
Shit. I'm trying to think of like another pirate crew that would. Could Luffy run Kid's crew?
Ooh, Uta could run Pooh's crew.
She's not a captain.
She should have been.
She should have been.
I feel like an idol is equivalent to a captain, but whatever.
She was the most famous idol in the
Uh-huh.
world. So.
She led a massive millions. Did you just say rest in peace?
Yes.
All right, we're moving on. Those were good questions. They definitely sent us down some tangents and rabbit holes. Now, for those of you who don't know, over on Max, they have just put out The Boy and The Heron. Trust me, the entire time we were watching that, I was practicing heron. I did not want to say harem.
We watched it dubbed.
Yeah. And
The dub was great.
it was amazing.
The soundtrack for the entire movie was phenomenal. And then I know Martine would know the word for it, or like the what it's called, the term, but he's not here. But like the sound effects that they had to fit the visuals were perfect. Like they had somebody go outside and like find the perfect consistency of mud to water ratio and like step in it a certain way while recording to get that shit. There's no way, like it fit so perfect. The whole movie, the whole movie was like the animation phenomenal. The sound, like I was fully immersed. I was sucked into the screen.
It's what you'd expect out of Studio Ghibli.
But half the time I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Nope. It is.
It has everything that you want out of a Studio Ghibli movie, except for a story that you can follow consistently, I guess.
Maybe we just gotta watch it more. Cause like, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
I don't want to say every Studio Ghibli, but all the ones that are put out by this, I can't remember the director's name.
Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah. The ones that are put out by him are typically fever dreams.
I mean, they are. Yes, but like. Okay, so. One of my favorites is Ponyo. Right.
Okay.
Kind of fever dreamy whenever you get to the like underwater jellyfish dome thing with the big pretty lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I get what you mean, but it was like with this movie, he was just trying to make it as picturesque and scenic as possible.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It had everything. It had everything you want. Like instead of little soot balls or we got like little cute puffs. I don't know, like gloops.
Oh, those little things. Yeah, they were adorable.
They were really cute.
And then when they eat the fish guts, they float and fly.
Yeah, the tower thing was.
The tower was confusing and trippy as shit.
I will say the movie took its time. It took its time getting to the point.
Mm-hmm.
But I was there for it because it like kind of set a mood. You know? Like there was enough mystery and intrigue to like keep me invested. Right? There was like the sprinkle of like the it's kind of creepy with the heron.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like what it was doing and like
in
what
the
kid
beginning
was going through. And then you get that sword scene where it falls apart. So you're like, okay, no, there's like actually something going on here.
Mm-hmm.
The lady cleaning it up, like, strange stuff.
Strange things happen here.
Right, so it's like it's sprinkled throughout. Like it doesn't give you the full picture, but it hints to you. I wonder if it's one of those movies where you watch it the second time and like you see a lot more. You know what I mean? Like everybody's like, once you watched Attack on Titan the first time and get to the end, like watch it again. It's a crazy experience. I wonder if it's one of those. We'll go back and watch it again. And we're like, oh, like I wonder if we'll know more about what those building blocks for the tower represented.
I have ideas of certain things throughout it.
I mean, everything was made up of them. Like, he had one. He took it with him.
Mm-hmm.
And the old lady, she turned back to normal.
I forgot she came along for the ride after a while.
When she came out of his pocket, I was like, yo, whoa.
A powerful totem. So, okay, like, do you remember, like, they told him a story and they were like, yeah, once your mother got lost when she was a kid. She was gone for like...
came back a year later.
Like nothing even happened.
With a grinning ear to ear. And probably because she...
Just experienced everything we had just watched.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which was crazy. Like, they didn't say it outright until the end. They give you the reveal, like, oh, that's his mom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from the past in a separate timeline.
I'm not gonna lie, the moment that like she started using fire powers, I was like, so that's his mom.
Yeah, but I was also wondering who that lady on the boat was, because that wasn't her.
Oh my god, yeah, for the longest time. Turns out it was the old lady that was in his pocket.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh. No. That was the one with the fire whip. The one who like came in and saved him from the pelicans. The old lady who like taught him how to cut open the fish. I was like telling him not to spill the guts.
Yeah,
that was the one who he had in his pocket.
Yeah. 100%. So like what happened is like they went in to the tower.
No. So they remember whenever the pelicans came to eat the little floaty fat boys?
Yes.
And the lady was shooting off the fireworks into the sky at the pelicans. I want to know who the fuck that lady was.
That was what's her name? His mom. That shot the big flames out.
But he would have known his mom's name.
No, because remember she was going by what's his name? Oh my god.
You see, we're already getting confused. This movie was confusing.
Okay, so
it was visually fucking beautiful though.
Yeah.
It was insane. There's a point where they walk through like a corridor and down this way, and then they walk through like these arches, right? Through this archway. And then they come out on the other side, and it's like normal archway, galaxies. And you're just like, what? Oh, okay. And then they're walking, and it's like, oh, now they're walking over like a big thing of grass. And it's just like, okay, now there's grass.
There was a floating turd.
Yeah. I guess a space stone, an interdimensional space stone, fell out of the sky, and a dude became obsessed with it and built a tower around it. And then that
He became God.
essentially gave him the power to create a world inside of it. And there was a bunch of parrots that ate people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not like the movie, but that's a big part of it.
I think, yeah, because I think like that kind of deeper message was that like, no matter how hard you work at it, like, you can't build that perfect world. Like, even he understood, like, I have this scar, like, this is a sign of my malice. Like, those are pure blocks that have no malice. The moment I touch them, they'll be affected by malice.
Yeah, I'm so happy they explained the whole, like, injuring himself thing.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, like, you see him do it, and he just goes on about, like, his, like, nothing happened, and then, like, really kind of fucked him up.
Yeah.
And you're like, dang, why did he do that? And they like don't explain it. What was interesting for the entire movie, there was no internal monologue for any of the characters. So like you have no real understanding for motivation other than your interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, you know, I think one of the things that makes Luffy interesting.
Yeah, you never know what he's thinking. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
He just acts.
See some shit go down, and you're like, that's some Luffy shit.
Huh.
Wrapped it back to One Piece on accident.
Yeah. But absolutely, I overall just, I love that movie. I want to watch it again.
I definitely, I want to watch it again, but I also need more time to like digest
What you watched
fully
first?
what I watched before I go back. Like I might give it a month or so. You know what I mean? Before I go back and watch it again, just because it was a long movie, but I will say visually they nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then they were showing off.
Yeah,
they were doing unnecessary stuff. There's a scene where they have a character pulling a carriage on a bike, biking over, and it's like an open carriage, and she's just sitting in the back, and it goes from front view to like they're pulling up, and it goes side view, and then like, you know, semi side view, and then side view like fully. But there's that smooth transition in animation. Her face like completely transitions, and there's no like blur, there's no morphing of the face. Like, it was just, they took their time with it. It was quality. There's this scene where they're standing outside, right, and all the grass is going, and they're just individually all these blades of grass flowing in the wind. And it's just like, dude, they animated that.
Mm-hmm. The clouds.
The clouds were insane. The movie was just, visually, it was a spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you just want to watch something to see something pretty,
Watch that.
watch it. Just watch it. But, like, you know, I'm sure there's some philosophical, deeper meaning for you to search for in it. If you watch it yourself, maybe, you know, you'll have a different takeaway.
If you guys have a different takeaway, if you guys have a nice little opinion, let us know in the comments. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Anything else?
Oh, I guess not.
All right. Well, make sure you guys let know Martine. You miss him and his fat cock. Alchemist out.
Alchemist out. That was